Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sarah with Habitat Housewares today, and I am grilling up some steaks on our Lodge cast iron grill here today, and some Brussels sprouts as well after the steaks are done because they need to sit for about 10 minutes. So I've got my griddle hot, very hot right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this guy down on here, and I'm not gonna move it for the next 3 minutes. These off. Want to make sure your grill is hot before you put your items on it, otherwise your meat is just going to stew and get gross. This is going to sear the outside really nice. I have my portable little guy here on as high as it'll go. So let me set this 3 minutes really quick. I'm going to pop this back here. So I'm using I think it's a 12 by 12 inch cast iron griddle from Lodge, and we do sell these here in the store. I've never used cast iron before, so this is my very first time. I was a little bit nervous, but as I was reading more about the Lodge cast iron, I was less nervous because they pre-season it for you, and that's part of the most daunting part to me, so I'm really excited about that. I'm also going to be using 2 other items in today's demo. Usually I only feature one thing, but I'm featuring 3 today. We've got the Thermoworks thermo pen. This is going to read in 2 to 3 seconds. They're super quick and super accurate. And then this is my favorite. We are going to be slicing our steak today with the Wusthof 6-inch cook's knife in Classic. You can tell the handle here is a Classic knife. This is the knife of the year. Right now it's $59.99, which is like crazy good deal. This knife is usually over $100. I'm not sure of the exact price. I forgot to write it down before I came here today, but these things are amazing. And when they get a promo on, they do great on their promos. So, got a minute and a half left to go here for these steaks. I'm only using oil today, just to limit the amount of carbs that we're eating with this. So no butter, unfortunately, but you can totally use butter on this recipe. Again, as I always do, I just found the recipe for this on Pinterest, and I season both sides of the steak with salt and pepper, and then I dab them dry before I put them on here. You want to get all the excess moisture off, and then after they're done cooking on each side, I'm actually going to set them aside for about 10 minutes to sit. I'm not going to cut them or touch them at all. I'm just going to put them to the side and let all the moisture that had risen to the outside of the steak soak back into the center. That's one of the biggest rookie mistakes when you make a steak, is taking it off the grill and just slicing it right away. You want to give it a few minutes to rest. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to grill up some Brussels sprouts and onions. So we've got 34 seconds left here for these guys to be turned. Hopefully they've gotten nice and caramelized and brown on the bottom. And they are already smelling super delicious, so I'm excited about that. I was raised to never puncture holes in the meat that I'm cooking, so I always use kitchen tongs, just always. And the other great thing about cast iron, you don't have to be as careful with the utensils that you use on it. I'm a huge silicone utensil user because I never want to scratch my pans, but learning about these last night, you can use metal on them and still be safe, but you always want to still be kind of careful with it. So let me go ahead and flip these guys over. Look at that beautiful brown on that outside. Yum. This is my lunch today, so Tuesdays are now my favorite days because I get to eat delicious foods, and we get to make it smell good in here. So now I'm going to go for another 3 minutes on that side. Most people like their steaks a little bit more on the red side. I am one of those few who people wouldn't want to bring to a steak restaurant with them. I can't eat too red of meat, so I usually get mine medium or medium well. But you're going to want the steak to be at 155 degrees for medium or 122 degrees for medium rare, which I will be using this guy here to see, because I'm sure the ladies that I'm working with today don't want super cooked meat. So I'm gonna give this 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna check the temperature of it and see how it's doing on the inside. And if anybody has questions, or as always, any ideas that they have for me to do in my upcoming videos on Tuesdays, I'd love to get some advice, or products that you'd like to see tested out, and I'll see if I can get my hands on them and test them for you. You can see this one definitely fried a little bit less than this one here. I don't think I have it on the heat as much, but very excited. All right, let's see. Turn the temperature down here just a little bit, get ready for my Brussels sprouts. They're gonna be cooked at like a medium temperature, and this is at high right now, so I'm just gonna let it cool off, and I'm gonna pop back here and just open this door real quick. Get a little bit better airflow going in here. I'm always weird to set off the fire alarms or anything in here in the Diamond Center, so bear with me there. All right, we've got a minute left on these guys while we're going. Sometimes I run out of things to say, so hi Alicia. We got a couple more knives in from our Wusthof. I can tell you about them now. One of them is a super slicer, and it's really awesome. Let me grab it real quick. So this knife is, it's actually a meat knife. It's for cutting roasts and stuff. The way that they created the serration on it helps to not rip your meat to shreds when you're cutting it. But it also does really great for breads as well. Kind of have a multi-use, and I think this one's on a really great promotion as well. This one here is the Icon handle, which I like the classic better, but most people like the Icon. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this timer here and check the temperature of our steaks. See where we're at. So when you open this up, it turns the temperature on. I know it's going to be backwards for you guys, but I'm just going to pop that in there. And this is at, see, 178 right now. We're going to take it off. And I'll let them sit for a few minutes, and then I'll test the temperature again to see what they're like after sitting for a few. I'm going to add my Brussels sprouts. It's also my first time ever making Brussels sprouts on top of a grill, so that should be fun to see how those turn out as well. And adding my onions. And Brussels sprouts are going to cook really quickly, so I want to keep them moving pretty often. I don't want to let them really burn on any of the sides. And I know they're going to be finished cooking when the insides are translucent. Is it smelling good? Yeah? Okay. So now, check this guy here. This one is at 123 degrees. So the smaller one here is going to be a perfect medium rare, and I'm going to leave it sit still for the remainder of the time that this is cooking. My larger one here is around 130. We'll see what it's like here in a few minutes. Yeah, I was just saying how good it smells in here.
Yeah. Oh, you got some onions going in there too?
Yeah. Got
Hi,
Becky
everyone.
here.
I came because I smelled the delicious test at Tuesday. Wow, that looks delicious, sir.
I'm excited about it.
Me too. Lunch. Yum.
Do you like your steaks medium rare?
Medium.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm good with however it's cooked.
Okay.
The lodge
Sweet.
looks like it's doing well.
It is.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sarah, for doing these. They're
You're
so
welcome.
fun, and I know that you guys out there love them. People have been commenting and saying that they love Test It Tuesday. This was all Sarah's idea, and she's doing a fantastic job. A lot of vendors have recognized, you know, what we're doing here or what she's doing here, and have sent up demo products. So if you're watching this and you are a vendor, thank you for the demo products, and thank you, Sarah, for taking the time.
Absolutely. It's fun. I love doing this on Tuesdays, and I love that I get to eat food.
Me too.
So that's exciting for me.
Bye, everyone.
All right. She does get to benefit from this today. She gets to have some lunch. Me, her, and our other gal here today. But I'm going to turn this back up just a little bit. Does anybody out there have cast iron recipes that they use often, that they have recommendations for me to try? Because now that I've tried it, I'm pretty hooked. It's cooking awesome. Yeah, I heard you. Nellie's telling me to hurry up. She's hungry. Okay. Did anyone else know that Brussels sprouts are not Brussels sprouts, they're Brussels sprouts, and that is the hardest thing for me to say. I was telling my boss about it today, just stumbling over my words. It's awful. Okay, I'm gonna pull this down here. Based on what the temperature is telling me, let's see. Still look a little bit raw on the outsides, but like I said, I'm a little bit hesitant of meat. So I'm going to do a quick slice down the middle here. Do you see how quickly that cut through like butter? Let's see, I'm gonna move this up here for you. Does that look just about perfect for everyone who's watching? Perfectly seared outsides. Interior is nice and red for those who like that. See, and these are gonna be finished cooking here soon. So I think I'm gonna hop off and go enjoy my lunch. But you guys have a great Tuesday, and I will see you next week. Bye.